Hey guys, welcome back to another game commentary. Today we're playing some Jarvan. I don't know why I was thinking because Jarvan doesn't begin with an L. Whatever. Hopefully this game doesn't end with an L either. That was quite quick. Right, Jarvan Jungle. Why am I playing Jarvan Jungle? Probably the best bruiser in the meta right now. I did a Jarvan video not too long ago, so sorry that I'm uploading, another one quite quickly, but I really enjoy playing Jarvan, and I'm not very good at him, so I want to get better at him, so we're practicing him. I missed my E, not a great start, but yeah, we want to get better, we want to practice. He really suits my playstyle, where he can like fit into the meta like really well, while also being like a bruiser, and not just being like one of these support tanks like, for example, Maokai or Sejuani or Cinderhulk Gragas or something like that. It just doesn't suit my playstyle. I like to be a bit more aggressive. I like to have a bit more pressure early, like individual strength, So Jarvan can do that in the early game, and then he transitions really nicely into someone who just, initiates plays, and yeah. So yeah, I think he's really good in the meta right now, and I think he's going to be a good mix between me playing meta champions and me playing things that I enjoy. So that's why I'm playing Jarvan today. I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening or afternoon or morning, whatever it is where you're from. If you're not having a fantastic afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is where you're from, I can only assume that that's because there's no Shad Cam. And listen, I fully understand that right now. But he's downstairs having his dinner. So, and as we say, it's not the Shad you can see with your eyes, it's the Shad you can see with your heart. And he's still there, baby. He's still there. So, just because you can't see him doesn't mean you can't bask in the lovingness that is Shadwell. So, we're going to be doing like a full clear here, starting at the blue buff with a nice little leash. Jarvan actually struggles a little bit with his first clear, but I got such a good leash that I'm not struggling at all, which is really, really nice. But Maokai is probably going to gank mid soon from bot side. So I'm just going to sit here and wait. I'd like to be doing my chicken camp right now, but I probably can't afford to because Maokai is going to be coming mid. That guy doesn't actually have a defensive summoner outside of Flash. So I may even be able to dive this guy. If he had barrier or heal, for example, that might be a problem. But we'll see. Maokai could be coming in here, but I'm just going to go in and see what we can do. Let's go. Whoop. Flash knock up, gets the grounded, boom! Beautiful. That's what we like to see. So, for those of you who aren't too sure of what you just saw there, if you're not a Jarvan player, you might not know exactly how that works. But on Jarvan, you can EQ, and then at the end of your EQ, you flash, and it basically just it's like a Gragas E flash. It just redirects your EQ, and then you get the knock up from further away, but you don't get the damage. You don't get the damage from your EQ, so it's only good for setting up plays, so it's a little bit risky. But as you saw in that example, definitely, if you've got the follow-up, it's really solid. So runes and masteries, guys, you want to go for your AD res, attack speed, Quints, army lows, MR blues. And for masteries, go for 12-18-0 with Thunderlords. Kind of like how Lee Sin goes Thunderlords. It's pretty much the only choice in Jarvan. I guess you could go further, but I think that's more of like a lane thing. You could go Grass the Undying, but again, that's more of a lane thing. And Courage of the Colossus is only good if you hit the EQ. And honestly, especially late game, your EQ isn't necessarily used to knock people up. It's used as like a gap closer to then set up your ultimate. But I'm going to go for the Warrior Enchant this game. Fuck it, we'll go for the Red Smite this game. I'm going to go for the Warrior Enchant, just going to go for double longsword here. Yeah, pretty good start to the game so far, guys. Pretty good start. So I want to quickly address Sank from I haven't really uploaded a gameplay recently. I haven't done much. I did one, which was the Blitzcrank game. And honestly, I wasn't really happy with that game. I recorded that game 3 days before I released it, by the way. But I wasn't really happy with it, so I just didn't upload it. But then I didn't release it. But then I was like, I hadn't made any videos because I've just been having some issues. My sleeping has been really bloody weird. I slept for 12 hours one day. Then I woke up, was awake for 6, got sleepy again, went back to bed and slept for 16 hours. Insane, ridiculous stuff. So yeah, you know, I just didn't have time to make videos, and it also saps all my energy, and not to mention my time, right? If I'm only awake for, if I'm not awake for that much time. So yeah, I kind of struggle. So I was like, whatever, I'll just release this video. I mean, I'm always like hypercritical of myself and people. You know, I always view myself in a worse way compared to what you guys do. So if I think a video sucks, you guys will probably like it, you know. But does this guy have flash? I don't know. I'm not going to EQ him until I know if he has flash or not. He has flash. Probably. Oh, that was close. Tristan's roaming for the gank topside. Mid lane, what the hell? But yeah, either way, so I was just thinking, you know, whatever, I'll just release this shit because you guys like what I make anyway. Does she have... What the... Okay. Ah! However, the video... It was a Blitzcrank video. I didn't want to release it because the game was crap. Put it that way. I played like wank. It was a boring game. I wasn't the only one who played like wank, and I didn't think it was like that interesting. However, I actually, oh fuck my life, I missed my cue. Part of the reason why I wanted to release it was because I mean, I try and release whatever game on this channel. Like even if it's a bad game, I'll still release it because I feel like there's still stuff to learn from me losing. But I don't know, that game was just like not very good. And honestly, there were people in the comments saying that this just wasn't a very good game. I think one of the comments was actually very specifically like, Foxy, this is an example of a game that no one wants to see. It sounds pretty harsh. And but listen, like, because I know people are just gonna be like, don't listen to him. He's just you know, he's just being mean. Don't listen to dickheads. We appreciate it. He's not being a dickhead. I mean, maybe he phrased it in a not so nice way, but it's you know, it makes sense. I don't really believe in just like completely what's the word, like disregarding opinions and stuff because they're negative. Like obviously you don't want to get bogged down in that kind of shit, and you don't want to just, you know, undervalue yourself because people are being mean to you. But if people are saying things, they're saying it for a reason, right? If people are hating on you, they're hating on you for a reason. And sometimes that reason is, you know, a reflection on what you're doing in your content. Sometimes it's dickheads, so that's fine. But you know what I mean? And it was a shit game. So I'm sorry that... I know. I know more people would have enjoyed it than didn't like it, but at the same time, it's not really the standard of video that I want to release. And also... So I apologize for that, but also people sometimes get a little bit angry when I like ramble in videos like I'm doing now, but I actually really like doing that because that's what it just makes me feel like, you know, that's what I do. That's what this channel is about, you know. Like I just play games and I'm chill and I'm just having, you know, I'm trying to teach you guys, but I'm trying to have fun and I'm just trying to keep it really natural, I guess, to what it is, just me playing some video games, you know. Holy shit, that's gonna hurt. I'm way too to help him here, so I don't think I can help him there. But yeah, so just wanted to address that. Sorry for that video, but it's all good. This game's going well. Yeah, not too bad. 10-minute mark, almost bang on the 10-minute mark. I'm not died yet, which is the good thing. I feel like when I'm not playing well, the biggest problem is that I'm way too aggressive and I go for shit that I shouldn't go for and I just die all the time. So the fact that I'm 1-0-1 right now is good. I haven't died yet, so I'm limiting my mistakes. I feel like I'm doing good stuff as far as my map movement, getting pressure in lanes. You know, we got that early kill onto Zerath. We then blew Karma's summon. We've got that good gank bot lane. Didn't get a kill, but we got a good gank. We got a good gank top side. So I think that we're doing well. I think that we're doing well. So we've got our Warrior Enchant. And whenever you're playing a Bruiser champion, the Warrior Enchant, Trist, mate, you just heard Dragon die. Whenever you're playing a Warrior Enchant champion, as soon as you pick it up, it's a pretty big power spike. So just like that was a pretty big Dragon strike. You felt that one, didn't you, Trist? So yeah, as soon as you get this shit, you want to try and go aggressive because you are now, I would say, considerably stronger than you were before. Even just from an AD perspective, like it's going from Warhammer to War Enchant is 35 AD, which is basically a BF sword. You basically get a BF sword when you complete War Enchant. For like 500 gold. It's really good. My second item on Jarvan. Now, if you're going for this kind of... But you can go Cinderhulk on Jarvan, by the way. You can definitely do that. I prefer War Enchant, so I'm kind of practicing that shit. But your second item, I think Black Cleaver is really solid. The only downside is it makes you kind of squishy. But not really squishy, kind of squishy. Wow, that is a terrible ward. Nah, fuck. Why is there a pink ward here? But the thing is that you go for this like Black Cleaver second, and then you go for Stoneplate third. Whatever you get set. Oh my god, I'm actually dead. No, I'm not. I've got flash. I'm actually dead still. Oh my god. Shit. I thought I was, nah, whatever. I shouldn't have gone in for the EQ on him there. That was the mistake. Anyway, I'm going to go for Masteries this game because there's a lot of CC on their team. Zerastan, Maokai Snare, Maokai Ulti. Even, well, Rivenstun doesn't really count, I guess, but Karma Snare as well. Especially if I've gone for more of a squishy build. If I've gone for that squishy build, then if I get caught by CC, then... I'll die pretty fast. Plus, the MR is actually pretty useful because their main burst on their team would be Xerath. And like the mid-jungle combination, that is a lot of magic damage. Now, you never want to buy Mertreads just for the MR. It's really expensive just for null magic mantle worth of MR. Just having, you know, this null magic mantle in your inventory is the same MR as having Mertreads. And it's like almost 1,000 gold cheaper, right? So never rush Mertreads just for MR. Yeah, it's an added bonus, you know. I reckon I can 2v1 this shit. I'm not gonna stay. Wimps. We'll get the Black Cleaver after the Mertreads, and then we'll go for Stoneplate. Stoneplate, I think, is such a good item on Jarvan. Nice. Because it enables you to just jump in. Jarvan has, like, loads of front-loaded bursts as well. So you jump in, the EQ, R, passive, and then you put your Stoneplate. Doesn't matter that you do less damage, because you take less damage, and that's fine, because all your damage is gone by that point anyway. Because you're Jarvan and your damage goes at the beginning. So you can jump in, which is what you're good at doing, and basically not die. So I want to make sure I'm keeping my farm up here as well, especially if I've got the squishy build, but I want to try and look for opportunities where I can punish the enemy team. If I can find the squishies, then I can kill them really fast. This was a bit awkward timing for me to EQ over here, now that Cassiopeia is getting sandwiched. But yeah. If I can find squishies, someone like Jarvan with Thunderlords, with War Enchant, one-shots people pretty nicely, so... he's still staying. He shouldn't stay, though. He's going to do it. I'm just going to ult him here. Nice. Beautiful. That's his flash as well. Should probably time that shit. Alright. Want to try and maybe posture around bot side a little bit here because we want to be able to get, you know, I'm just going to go bot right now. These guys, something's going to happen here. Honestly, like, look at this lane. Something's got to happen. They're not that healthy. There's kill potential here. They're pushed up really fucking far. Excuse my French. This is going to end terribly for all of us. Yep. There it is. Riven's here as well, I'm pretty sure. Oh shit. I'm not EQing to save you there, I'm afraid. Sorry, buddy. Oh my god, my ward. My warding today has been Garbo. He's still in the bush. Beautiful. That's dragon as well. Dragon is up. 10 seconds. Probably got time to do the scuttle crab here. Plus, this is a little bit of healing for me because I've got life still. There you go. I got maybe 100 health from that. If I'd killed it, I would have even more, which would be nice. Let's just hope Maokai doesn't steal this. Blast Cone isn't up though, so if he does steal it, it'll be pretty whack. Nice. All right. Do I have enough gold for my cleaver? I don't think I do. How much do I need? Don't need much though, do I? 400 gold. Alright, if I only need 400 gold here, then I can probably get that just from clearing the jungle. Get about 100 from this Gromp. 86. Is it 2-6? Okay, I can probably get away with this, but this is probably on the high end of how much gold you can try and get from a jungle clear. But I'm getting there. 200 gold should about do me once I do chickens. And then I'll just pick up the Krog. I probably won't need all the Krogs. Just pick up some of the Krogs here. Though I think they're quite low level. I don't think I've done the Krogs at all yet. So if I haven't done them yet, then they'll be a really low level, which means I'll die really fast. So I'll be able to kill them quickly and then move on. They're going for Rift Herald. That's fine. They don't need me there. Tristana's top. That could be a nice source of gold actually. I'm kind of low, but I might be able to one-shot her. She's not going to keep pushing, is she? No, she's not. But she's probably staying. So she could be right here. Fuck my life. I should have checked with the EQ. Well, I shouldn't have done, actually. If I check with EQ or E in that situation, then if she's not there, then I 100% lose her. Because say I check with the E and she's standing in this bush, for example, then she just jumps away from me. And what am I going to do? I ain't going to be able to follow that. She's gone. She's long gone at that point. Alright, let's get my sweeper here so that I can position for flanks without being spotted by the enemy team. So for example, like in this situation, if I were here, if we were setting up a team fight, I could sit over this wall, have the sweeper up so I know that it's not warded, and then I would be able to initiate on the enemy team without them knowing I'm there, which is a pretty important facet of initiating, is to be unseen. Else they just run away from you basically. You know what? I could go mid here. I could make the team play, but that is a lot of minions. I'm looking at that. I'm thirsty for that shit. To be fair, though, I don't really think there's anything going mid lane right now. Don't think I need to be there. I've got a lot of damage now as well with this 2-item power spike. I'd say this is probably the biggest. My War Enchant is like a massive power spike, but then having Black Cleaver as well is really nice. And then outside of that, you get your stone plate. That's a big one for team fighting. Massive team fight power spike. And then it's just like whatever, you know. Every time you get an item, it makes you stronger, right? But I would say, you know, War Enchant Black Cleaver is a pretty juicy combination for this stage of the game where I'm just running around and just, you know, fighting people. Riven is kind of tanky though because she also has Black Cleaver, so I don't think I can one-shot her. I don't think they know I'm here. But we can probably go for this guy. Let's not EQ him until he's flashed away, just in case he has it, so I don't need to use it, really. Try to get the karma there, it's a bit greedy. Whatever. If I initiate with EQ there, and then he flashes away, I don't have anything to follow. I guess I got my ult, but then I have to use my ult. If I just hold on to it, wait until he flashes away, if he were to flash away, of course, then afterwards, I could follow with the EQ, and it means I wouldn't have to use my ulti or my flash. And we get his flash as well. To be fair, our support actually does have 80 CS, what the hell? Their support does. Alright, we can probably dive this. Yeah, 100% can dive this. Nice, that's his flash again. As soon as he stayed here, again, sweepers, we know they can't, we know he doesn't know I'm there. Because we swept the one ward that was spotting me out. And then we still had the sweeper going for going into that bush. So we knew there was nothing going there. I do not think Tristana will face check me here. But greedy plays. This is a greedy play. Alright, she ain't face checking me, it's fine. At that point there's a high chance someone else will face check me, and I don't want that. Okay. I don't know what you're doing, buddy, but that works for me. To be fair, there's a huge minion wave here, so I was kind of hoping someone might come down for that, but I thought it would be Riven, because I was like, yeah, Tristana will be in base, right? She's not going to be here. I don't want to go too hard here, though. Okay. Stoneplate is only 2.5. I only need 100 gold and I've got Stoneplate. This is like, I would say this is your core build on Jarvan. Just, well, if you're going for the war enchant at least, do this and then get Stoneplate. Alright. So we've got Stoneplate now. We'll have a pink ward as well. We can start looking to do Baron. If we have Baron, then we can push and win. And start breaking open their base. Let's go for this dragon first, though. That is an infernal dragon. Quite a good one to take. Quite an important one to take. So we'll take that one first. And then we can start prepping Baron. Because honestly, like, we're ahead this game, but we're not really breaking into their base that much. I guess if we grouped up, it would be easier, but even so, do we really just want to dive them? I guess now that I have Stoneplate, we probably could, but they're kind of a scary team to dive. Maokai ulti is actually pretty good for countering dives, because it just, you're pretty much guaranteed to get like a 5-man ulti if you're diving tower, and if not, then it will zone people away. But we do this Baron really fast with Cass and Kate. So I'm just going to walk over here with my sweeper up. Nothing there. Let's keep that down. Nothing there. We can probably 3-man this. Jay should have enough damage for it, really. 2 damage items. I'm moderately tanky here. I think without Lulu this would be a lot more difficult, but this should be an easy Baron take here. Now you want to make sure if you're going for Baron that you've done this kind of stuff like sweeping for vision, because you don't want to do it especially early if they know you're doing it, because chances are you don't do it fast enough and you're not tanky enough to do it, and then you die. Okay, was that a cancelled TP? That was a cancelled TP. That is awkward. To be fair, yeah. If Jace can, I went in to try and like match the TP, but if he'd gone in on that, he probably would have just died. So yeah, I can't really blame him for that shit. So I'm gonna head towards topside here because I got a feeling Tristana might come here to try and, you know what? If I push this, I might draw some attention. And then someone might come here to try and pick this up, or try and kill me. Riven's dead, Xerath's dead, so it's just Trist, Maokai, and Karma. Not really afraid of those guys. I can sit here and maybe catch someone being really greedy here. I'm walking across here to try and pick up this minion wave. Someone's going to come for this topside minion wave, but I don't think... Tristana will probably be here, or Riven. But I guess they're not going to do it before they recall. I guess they might go mid now. So there's Riven. Maokai's dead. Did not even realize he was... I saw him, I didn't realize he was going to die that fast. I've got my Stoneplate in 10 seconds. So with the Baron buff, this is what I mean about breaking into the base, being able to take the base down. Being able to get this shit. With Baron. Good stuff. Now this game becomes a lot easier to end. Don't even need Stoneplate, really. It's not even team fighting. We're just killing them. Alright, beautiful stuff. And there it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. A cheeky thumbs up if you did like it, and you can subscribe to me for more Legends content. If you enjoyed it so much you want to see more of me around, feel free to do so. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great, wonderful, amazing day. We're going to honour the Cassiopeia here because I feel like she carried pretty hard. And we're in our promos. I think this is a D4 promos. Good shit. I don't know how... I don't think I did that much damage, really, this game. What was my level? Yeah, I was just kind of farming and shit, but it was still decent. Still a decent game. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Didn't even have to carry. Beautiful. But yeah, peace out, boys and girls. Have a wonderful day, / night, / evening, wherever it is where you're from, and I will see you in my next. Why is this guy raging about Chilling Smite? Chilling Smite's fine. In my next.